Hello guys, welcome back, and in today's video we're going to go over all of the rewards from 1.3. Every stage, every reward, every material that you get is going to be shown in this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and understand which one is going to come first, because now we have switched banners, and so Kaalaa Baunaa is going to be on phase 1 and Shamane on phase 2, which means that we're going to probably have those switched as well. So we're most likely going to have Kaalaa Baunaa the story for the Journey to More Punk and Kaalaa Baunaa character event, which is a puzzle stage. It's a puzzle mini event. On top of that, we're going to have the home practice, which is the tutorial stage that we usually have. The tutorial event, it asks you to do some stages for the event, and then you get the materials and clear drops. Now, from the story itself is going to have a bunch of materials. It's going to give you around 1.3k clear drops on top of other materials as well that you can buy from the shop. But from this stage, you only gonna get the clear drops on top of other materials that you need for the power-ups that you will find inside the event. They're gonna be inside the event story, right? It's gonna be the star power that's gonna help you progressing through the stage. You're going to unlock different cards that you can use in combat to give you advantages, and you gradually unlock them by playing the story. On top of that, you also gain, once you clear like a stage, you also gain a shining ball. I don't know how it's gonna call, shiny planet, let's say, that you're gonna use on the Sky Whisper. It's gonna be called probably different, but I'm just saying, like, so at least I know what. So I have something to say now. It's called the Sky Whispers here, and it basically looks like this. And you can eventually, you don't have to do anything on this one. You eventually fill it up, and you unlock all of the buffs that comes with it. After that, once you get you do like once a day, you can unlock a special stage that you can do, and every day you do it, and they give you a bunch of planets. Not always one. I was about to say one. It's a bunch of planets. Sometimes it's 1, 2, or 3 planets, and then you use them on the Vedic astrology mini event inside the story, which gives you more materials. This one doesn't give you much, doesn't give you clear drops, but it gives you extra materials such as Sharpodonti and purple materials, moment of dissonance, which is really important, and stuff like that. Okay, it's not a big amount, but it helps. Now, this is the story, right? During the story, you also amass an amount of tokens, right, from the story, from clearing the stage, and you can also farm the stage. You're supposed to farm the stage for the tokens, and this is the shop. This is the materials that you can get on the shop. Now, this screenshot is wrong because most likely, I hope it's wrong, because we're gonna have those materials are for Shamane I3, so like the mistletoe. Now, for our version, I'm hoping that we get the other materials for Kaalaa Baunaa I3 instead. So this is most of them. It's what we're gonna get. Otherwise, besides that, the materials are going to be for the orange one are going to be for Kaalaa Baunaa instead. Okay, so you're going to get around 80k, and you can buy everything. 80k tokens, and you can buy everything you see here. Okay, so now during the start of the event, we're also going to get the 14 pools for free, which is going to be 7 on phase 1 and 7 on phase 2. It's a daily login, and another daily login, which is going to be Autumn Jazz, it's called here, but it might be different in maybe Autumn Melody, might be something like that. And during this event, you don't have to do anything. It's a login event. You just log in and get these materials. Okay, so just get those out, log in, get the materials. Now let's go ahead and check the stage for the character for Kaalaa Baunaa, the character stage. Now, the character story event is going to be a classic puzzle story. You're going to have one for Kaalaa Baunaa and one for Shamane, most likely, because they look exactly the same. So it's going to look like this. You're going to have your classic stages. You progress through it. There's probably going to be a little bit of mechanics to spin the whole gist of the event, of the stage, but at the end of the day, it's just a use Kaalaa Baunaa to go around. You have X amount of moves, reach the end while doing X and Y. Okay, so you do that classic, and you get some materials such as 240 drops and a good amount of Sharpodonti and other materials. Okay, now that's the Baunaa character event, and now we get into home practice. Home practice is the classic one, as you can see here. It basically shows you that you need to do the stage, do what it tells you to do. If you do everything correctly in normal and in hard mode, you get the crystals, clear drops, and you can see here how many you can get. And you get a total of 240, 48,000 Sharpodonti, 72,000 dust, which is pretty a good amount, and the pendulum and the bird. Now the bird, it's easy to farm, but the pendulum is really it's nice to have some more pendulums, because you need those for the Kaalaa tree. If in case we don't have those materials from the shop, which we should hopefully, right? Now this is phase 1. Right after phase 1, which you probably spend by farming the stage over and over and over, right, to get the tokens for the shop. After that, we get into phase 2. In phase 2, we don't have the story, right, but we do have UTTU. We have UTTU with new shop. In it, we have a ley line skin, which is free. It's gonna be free. It's 25k, so either buy it immediately or buy it at the end, like as the last thing. But everything else, it's the usual stuff. A bunch of materials. You get around 83,700. Around proceeds to say the exact number. So you need 83,700 tokens from UTTU, sigils, whatever they're called, to buy all of the materials. And you have the classic stuff such as extra materials for, in this case, Shamane, right? It was going to be Kaalaa stuff, but in this case, it's a Shamane, such as the purple books and the yellow books they can buy, and classic free casket on top of the other materials. Okay, and so that's UTTU, that's classic. Now on the Shamane stage, you can get almost the same amount of rewards from his character story stage, puzzle stage, which is going to be another puzzle. So what you want to do is the same as Kaalaa. It's probably going to be a little different, going to give you like different like things to do, different goals to do, but the amount of materials is exactly the same. You get like the classic 240 drops and 40k Sharpo, 56k dust, and other materials with including the pendulum, right? So then you have like another new event, like a new event, but it's another 240 drops on top of new materials, and it's basically a fixed Shamane arm, right? It's going to be a little event. It's going to be kind of easy to do. It's one of those events that have you have point 1 and start and end, and you have different points you have to reach. You have to connect everything by switching and moving and rotating the tiles that you have, so that they can form a path to the end, right? And you have different stages depending. It's like, I think it's a normal mode and a dark mode, a hard mode, and you can I think it's just one stage. You do the stage, you eventually unlock everything, and it's like from 1 to 6 or 7 stage. And then every stage is basically like, oh, get to the end, connect everything, and now the arm works again. Now, this would be the end, if not for the Mysterious Waves, which is the very, very, very last mini event. You don't need to do anything. You don't have to do anything about it. It's just an event that precedes the 1.4 stage, the 1.4 update, and it's gonna be like right at the end, right? And every day you click on it, and it's gonna give you some candies and some rewards. No clear drops here, sadly, but you will get around five candies and a bunch of materials. Not too many, but better than nothing, right? Since it's just a login free event, and get some candies. So it's gonna help you hoarding some candies for 1.4. Okay, so I think that's it. Let me know in the comments if you want to know more. If you want to check the event with me together, you should come to my stream on twitch.tv/Jakazin, leave a follow, and we can have fun together and playing 1.3 and pulling for Kaalaa and molding out or Shamane, right? So thank you for watching. See you next time.